Hey guys, I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to, let you know what the plans are for this channel and kind of my background as a Warcraft player. First of all, about the channel itself, to be quite honest, I really don't have a plan. I really don't know exactly what I'll be doing in the future. I plan on doing some guides, to the best of my knowledge on whatever the guide is about. I'm certainly not, a super experienced player that knows everything about every class and that can, give you an in-depth guide of something like that. It's not really what I'm aiming for. I'm just aiming for stuff that I find interesting and well, casual. Mount guides, you'll see a lot of those because I love mounts, especially flying mounts, and I'm actually a little apprehensive towards the news that we've heard that there will be no flying in Draenor, at least for the first patch, but now they're talking about the whole expansion. But we'll see about that. I'll probably be doing some more transmog videos, if I come across something really interesting and cool. I also plan to do some old content, so do some videos about old content, soloing old content, trying to get old achievements, and all that stuff. I really like to solo stuff. That's part of the reason I have a DK. I also obviously plan to cover as much as I can Warlords of Draenor when it does come out. I don't want to be a part of the beta. Even if I could get in, I don't think I would want to be part of the beta because I like the surprise. I like to, I don't know, when the expansion day comes, when the launch day comes, I mean. I love those, first few hours when you're just in awe with everything around you and you're starting exploring the new areas and questing and leveling and all that stuff. I just love it, and this time around I'll be definitely uploading stuff about that and giving my opinions and thoughts on what I think of the new features, the garrisons, everything that's coming. That's awesome, actually. So a little bit about myself. Okay, so I've been playing, as I think I mentioned before, for 5.5 years. I joined in, I don't know if it was late BC or at the very launch of Lich King. Anyway, it was around that, that time. I rolled a rogue, and I rolled a completely useless rogue because I was clueless to everything in the game. I didn't even notice I was leveling. I remember running around Elwyn Forest just killing stuff, completely, oblivious to everything and saving everything I could from the loot I got to buy white gear from the vendors in Goldshire, which is ridiculous. I remember panicking when I looted a green it was a caster green, a piece of gear. It was an offhand for a caster, and I equipped it because I didn't know what I was doing, and I panicked because I thought I couldn't take it out anymore because it said soulbound. I was that pathetic. I was that much of a noob. But eventually I was rescued, if you will, by a guild, a really nice guild with nice people, not really hardcore raiders or anything, just regular people. And they taught me, the basics. They taught me what a healer was, what a tank was, what a DPS was, what my stats meant, how to properly gear up, etc. It was a really good time, and I eventually started doing raids, just 10 men when we could, nothing, weekly or anything. We just did it when we could. We pugged a lot as well. I remember doing Nax, although my first raiding experience was Karazhan, even though I didn't even realize I was in a raid. I was still leveling up, still learning, and I got invited to join this group to do Karazhan. Surprisingly enough, we made it to the last boss. Anyway, Karazhan is awesome, by the way. It's probably my favorite raid in the game. But my real first experience as a raider was Nax. I cleared it in both 10 and 25, and it was awesome. I have lovely memories from that time, and I miss it, and I wish I could go back. I did Ulduar as well. I did TOC, and I did ICC, although I did not kill the Lich King when it was current. I actually did it a couple of months ago. This happened because my guild fell apart. I kind of got burned out with the game, so I stopped playing for a few months. I came back in Cataclysm, of course. That didn't last long. I just played for the first patch. Although I am a firm supporter of the dungeon difficulty, I loved it when it was so hard. I hate how the dungeons are such a face roll right now. What else? What else can I tell you about me? Mists of Pandaria was interesting. I remember coming back in late Cataclysm, so I skipped most of it, and then Mists launched, and I only played, coincidentally, just until 5.1. I didn't even make it to 5.1, I think. So I skipped all that, and I came back during patch 5.3, I think mid-patch, and I've been actively playing ever since. I love making alts. I have 9 level 90s. Well, that's funny, 9 level 90s. I have 2 active accounts filled with low-level toons because I love leveling. I love, actually, not leveling itself. I love low-level PvP, and I love leveling through PvP, doing BGs, and just trying to make the best out of each bracket. I don't know, for some reason I just love that. So I have tons and tons of toons, and there are 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, even 20s, 30s, everything you can imagine. My main is a Death Knight. Used to be the rogue that I mentioned that I started with in Wrath of the Lich King. I like the DK because I can face roll, old content, and I can pretty much do almost everything I want. If it's solo WoW, I can probably do it with my DK, and I like that. Well, I don't think I have all that much to say anymore. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover in the video. If you've made it this far, I'm surprised, frankly. Like or don't like, subscribe or don't subscribe, just be cool.